Hello and welcome to Let's Play Stardew Valley, episode 86. Here in the morning of year 2, fall the 3rd. Hopping out of bed, watering the cactus, checking the TV, Queen of Sauce rerun for chocolate cake. Grab some oil out of the oil maker. Stepping outside. I got 2 snails and a broken CD from my crab pots. Grab some corns. Sell the gold and the silver corns. Throw a corn in the oil maker and store the other 3. And I'll go ahead and store the snails as well. Harvest the batteries on my lightning rods that I forgot to harvest after the last lightning storm. Water the bowl of Fartomo, of course. See what else is going on the farm here. Chop down an oak tree in 3 swings. We'll go tend to the animals here. I missed Crunchy the white chicken. There we go. Oh boy, there's a ton of eggs in here. Many eggs. Pick up another truffle here. Oh boy, look at all those IPAs. 24 IPAs. Each one of those sells for $4.20, so that's like somewhere around $6 grand worth of IPAs. Alright. And you guessed it, we're just going to make even more IPA. Toss those hops in those kegs. We got some wheat flour. 5 to be precise. Over here in the money shed, I'm going to grab some strawberry jelly, and I'm going to throw the melons in their place. Seaweed. Or algae, actually, not seaweed. Whoa, 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 what is this? This is a very darty fish, whatever it is. tiger trout. Wow. Okay. Over here on Western Tree Isle, chopping down some trees. Alright, I'm going to clear my inventory a little bit here. I think I'm actually going to avoid going to the greenhouse today. Just because I don't want to spend, you know, all that time going over there and messing with it. So what shall I do instead? Perhaps go to the mines, perhaps talk to some villagers. We'll just have to see. One thing I can do is finish the bundle in the community center that has the pomegranate in it. And I can finish the other one that requires the 3 apples, but I don't want to do that quite yet. Head on over to the bulletin board here, to the Enchanter's Bundle, and we're going to donate a palm. My reward for the palm is 5 gold bars. Alright. So we're going to go to somewhere in the town that I have not been to yet in this playthrough. It's Jojamart. Look at the map here. Jojamart is just to the north of Clint's and the library and museum. And looking at the map here, it looks like Jojamart is actually open from 9 to 11 p.m. So if you want to go hang out in Jojamart late at night, you definitely are able to do that. So let's check out Jojamart. There's a big old truck sitting to the east of the entrance with some like shipping boxes. There's a sign up front that says, "Join us, thrive." And then above the door, "Life's better with Joja." Big old billboard to the side that says, "Joja Cola, fuel your life." And then behind Jojamart, there's a little set of stairs. And it leads to... not exactly sure what this is. Kind of looks like maybe a bandstand or like a sandbox with the wooden sides still standing but with no sand inside. Maybe like a compost bin. I think it might be more like a bandstand. Something to puzzle over later in the game, I guess. So let's go inside Jojamart. So we're in JojaMart. If you listen to the ambient noise, it's like the background hum of like heavy air conditioning and industrial freezers and things. There's a sign back here that says fresh and cheap. So we can go around and look at stuff. I got some fruit. Big old basket of what looks like potatoes. Milk. Fish. And if I remember right, I can go to these shelves here and yeah, a little magnifying glass appears. Salt. Marinara sauce. Pesto. Vegan sausage. Coconut meat. Cowboy sauce. Vacuum sealed marinated mushrooms. Gummies. Sugar stars. Yeast. Pretzel snacks. Hoisin sauce. Joja diet. Low-fat beans in a sweet sugar sauce. White fungus soda. Alright. Kind of sounds like kombucha, maybe. Powdered breakfast. Just add water, eggs, and potatoes. Powdered wine. Canned scrambled eggs. Canned fish. Now with teeth whitening sauce. Hyper juice. Blue alien energy. Get launched. Jitter juice. Protein powder. Protein shakes. Protein bars. Sugar-free lollipop. Drinkable frosting. Coca Zeppelins. Silly sauce. Grape nibble pebbles. Blue-green sugar orbs. These are obviously like cereal. Individually sealed pancakes. Ugh. Sourdough bread. Brown bread. Oat bread. 24 grain bread. Maple sauce. It's a lot like syrup. Grade D cooking oil. Partially hydrogenated corn oil. Synthetic butter. It's cheap. Powdered butter. Canola oil. Extra pure olive flavored oil. Detergent. Joja multi-purpose detergent. Use it for your laundry, for your dishes, to clean your hands, as a shampoo, and even as toothpaste. Mix it with Joja meal to make a delicious icing. Toothpaste, floss, sugar-free marshmallows. Taco sauce for babies. Ugh. Granny sauce, mild sauce. Unbearable torturous blaze sauce. Searing pain sauce, fire sauce. Hot sauce. Vacuum sealed marinated mushrooms, sugar stars, yeast. 100% pure honey flavored sauce, quote unquote. Take home churro kit. Canned soup. Canned soup. Canned shrimp. Dehydrated shrimp snack. Extreme chips. Joja meal. It's like cornmeal, but more versatile. It can be used for baking, thickening, and sweetening. Mix it with water to make our signature gravy. Pasta in a can. Not pasta sauce in a can, but pasta in the can. Corn flour. Carbo cones. Tasty little cone-shaped snacks that will fill your stomach bag. Extreme chips with Inferno sauce. Sugarcane chips. Barbecue smokehouse chips with mesquite flavoring. Double butter ranch chips. Alright, last row here. Joja diet. Low-fat beans in a sweet sugar sauce. Yeah, I think the joke is that beans are already, like, pretty much zero fat, I think. Close to it, at least. There's the powdered breakfast again. Powdered wine. Canned fish with the teeth whitening sauce. And then canned meals. Here's Morris, the skeezy Joja Mart manager. He says, "Welcome to Joja Mart. How are you doing today? I don't believe we've met. I'm Morris, Joja Customer Satisfaction Representative. When you decide you want to become a Joja member, I'll be delighted to help make your transition a joyous experience." Membership is now available. With a Joja membership, you'll be able to make improvements in the community with the help of our dedicated personnel. For a fee, of course. Oh, and another thing. Mayor Lewis promised us that if anyone else joined, he'd let us turn that old community center into a Joja warehouse. Isn't that wonderful? Membership costs 5,000 gold. Well, would you like to join? That's going to be a no for me, dog. And there's a row of cashiers, or cash registers. And I think you can buy real things in Joja Mart. Yes, you can. Alright, let's go through and check out some of this stuff. You can buy Joja Cola, the Joja Furniture Catalog, 40 exclusive furniture pieces, Joja Wallpaper, Joja Cola, like, billboard thing. Kind of like a Coca-Cola sign, I guess. Now, interestingly, you can buy real produce seeds in here. Corn seeds, eggplant, wheat, pumpkin, amaranth, grape starter, yam, bok choy, cranberry, sunflower, fairy, grass starter, sugar, wheat flour, rice. There's a selection of wallpaper and flooring. So you can buy the same things in here that you can get at Pierre's, but the Joja price is actually, it's opposite what you would think. The Joja price is like 20% higher. So over at Pierre's, I can buy wheat seeds for 10 a piece, but here they cost 12. Now, this is only useful on Wednesdays, which coincidentally, it is Wednesday. But you would only want to come in here and buy stuff if you are really hurting for seeds on a Wednesday. And I will not be supporting Joja. But in theory, if I really wanted more seeds, I could go in there and spend 20% more. Alright, I'll spend the rest of today doing just a little bit of mining. Just a touch. Maybe I'll throw a cast before I go into the mine. I caught a chub. Not gonna be able to do very much mining. I still need to find rock crabs. I have like 2 or 3 more rock crabs. So, I'm on level 15. Let's try to find some rock crabs. copper. Quite a volume of copper. Amethyst. Don't mind if I do. Interesting. On level 17, it looks very similar to the cave that had the golden scythe in it. We'll call it the golden scythe cave, I guess. There's a rock crab. Got him. Real quick, I'm gonna head to the dwarf here and give him an amethyst. Sup? He says, "Hey, wanna buy something?" Here, buddy, have an amethyst. He loved it? Alright, so it's pretty clear that the dwarf loves gemstones. I guess that's not really a surprise, because he is a dwarf, after all. Alright, I'm back on the farm. It's 1:30. I'm going to sell some IPA. Go ahead and sell the chub, too. It's 1:50. Drifting off to bed. I got 17,000. Most of which came from my single starfruit jelly, 2170. 25 pale ales for a total of 10,000. Two batteries sold for a total of 1,000. On to the next day, fall the 4th. For my personal keg, I pick an IPA and a cactus fruit wine. Also a truffle oil and a diamond. Check the TV, living off the land. Some farmers have reported strange things happening when large fields of cauliflower, melon, or pumpkin reach maturity. I can't verify it myself. Something strange happens when large fields of pumpkin, cauliflower, or melon reach maturity. I'm being a little coy. I do know what he's referring to. I'm just pretending like I don't. Perhaps I'll have to demonstrate at some point. There was coppers in the furnace. Oh yeah, a bunch of stuff in here. Pick some more ancient fruits. Alright, let's pick a palooza. We're gonna pick some hops, some strawberries, and we'll also do grapes. Okay. I got 4 more ancient fruit seeds. I want 32 of these eventually. On year 3, spring the 1st, I'm going to plant a bunch of ancient fruit outside. And it's going to grow. Yes, grow. More ancient fruits. More. Harvest my apples. And my 2 palms. I'm going to pay a visit to the money shed so I can drop off some ingredients. Drop off these grapes. And the strawberries. Over here we've got 2 starfruit wines. Yes, please. Go ahead and toss 2 more starfruits in those kegs. Everybody's petted. In the coop, I'm just throwing eggs into the egg machines. And we're going to get some cow milk. I'm going to stash my hops. Going to sell my starfruit wine, the eggs, and the wool, and the peach jelly. Grab some copper bars. Alright, I do believe I'd like to plant more pumpkins today. So let's figure out where. To the side of the greenhouse, just dug up a chicken statue. To the side of the greenhouse there is, yeah, it looks like a 3 tile wide area. that is mostly usable for crops. Mostly. I say mostly because there's this chunk of dirt or of rock here that I can't dig up, and it's just not able to be hoed. Yeah, so I think I'll plant some pumpies there. I'm also going to brew up some tree fertilizer. So over here on the Western Isle, I would actually like to start putting crops on the bottom part here. So I'm going to let these trees grow, and once they reach maturity, I'll chop them down, but I won't replant them on these bottom 2 rows. Man, the fall in this game is so good. The music, the leaves drifting down, the gusts of wind. You can also hear like crows and ravens in the background. It's just so good. Of course, I love fall in real life too. Okay, I'm actually getting to the point where I need to start using up some wood. So why don't we do 2 bee houses, 40 wood, 8 coal, 1 iron bar, 1 maple syrup. Do 2 bee houses. What, 3 kegs? Yeah, we'll do 3 kegs. And we'll brew up some iron bars. The bee houses I will put here. And I'll put 2 kegs here in the money shed. Starfruit wine those 2 kegs up. And the other keg I'm going to put in the greenhouse. 3 more ancient fruit seeds. I have a total of 23 for the upcoming spring. Store my blueberries and cranberries. A bunch of wines just finished. I think they're all melon wines. Yeah, 16 melon wines. So why don't we throw in 8 more melons and 8 star fruits. Oh, what's that? I see a glimmer in the water there. I want a pan. I can't get close enough to it. Oh, here we go. 4 iron ore. Yes, please. You'll love to see it. Alright, I'm going to sell the Gold Star cranberries, blueberry, all 16 of the melon wines, and I think for the rest of today I'm just going to go to the quarry. I'm going to go quarrying. Quarry is a great place to get coal, which I'm starting to get a little low on. Nothing more soothing than a nice quarry trip. Just busting these rocks. It's actually very satisfying. I'm not going to bust all the rocks. I'm going to bust most of them though. Got an emerald. I got 32 coal from that little venture. take this emerald and see if our dwarf friend also loves emeralds. Here you go, buddy. He loves emeralds too. Whoa. He loves emeralds, aquamarines, and amethysts. Stash my iron bars. I'll go ahead and do some gold ore and a little more iron ore. Since I have this abundance of coal, I'm going to make some more preserve jars. For that, I'm going to need 100 wood, 80 stone, 16 coal. Jar it up. Both of these preserve jars are going to go in the money shed. Wow, there's a bunch of stuff finishing up here. We got a bunch of grape jelly, a bunch of strawberry jelly, some melon jelly, and I think 3 starfruit wines. Alright, so we're doing melons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 melons. We're doing grapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grapes. Do some strawberries too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strawberries. And I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 3 starfruits into the kegs, and then some starfruit jelly. Alright, now everything is cooking. Real quick, I'm going to sell the starfruit wines, the melon jellies, the grape jellies, the strawberry jellies, the starfruit jelly. I've got 4 truffle oils, might as well sell one of those too. Sell off the duck mayo. And I'll throw this truffle in the oil machine. Real quick before I go to bed, let's see if I can bake something. Fried mushroom, I can do that. I need a common mushroom, a morel, and an oil. So let's grab a mushroom, morel, and we have oil in the fridge. Let's go. Fried mushroom. Drift off to bed. Oh, look at that income. Is that a single day record? I think it might be. I got 60,000 for the day. The big earners were 16 melon wines sold for 16,800. 5 starfruit wines sold for 15,750. 10 melon jellies sold for 7,700. 13 grape jellies sold for 3,800. 12 strawberry jellies sold for 4,800. Then I have my single starfruit jelly, 2170. Single truffle oil, 1491. And I also sold some sundry items here, including 680 for a wool. Waking up in the morning of year 2, fall the 5th. I've got 703,000 in the bank. Total earnings, 1.35 million. That's gonna wrap it up. Peace.